Class gonna be starting in a minute. I'm letting the room fill up. A second. What's up, Pastor? Pastor Hers. All right, y'all. We're about to get this thing going. We're about to get this mission in motion. Hey, listen. All right, so we're about to get the mission in motion, y'all. That is Bitcoin Mania. That's a song because Bitcoin is going crazy. That is my song that I made about Bitcoin, and it's going. A lot of people are really loving that anthem because Bitcoin is a movement. It is a global movement. And today is going to be about, I want to take some minutes with you to explain how Bitcoin works, show you guys how easy it is and why you should get involved if you don't have any clue. And if you know a little bit about Bitcoin, hopefully you'll learn a little bit more. And so first, before we get into the nitty and gritty, I want to show you guys exactly. I'm about to purchase some Bitcoin online with you guys right now, just to show you guys how easy it is. Okay, so I hope you're watching this. So right now I am on Coinbase. .com. I'm going to send a link for Coinbase too for you guys to check this out. I'm going to show you just how easy it is. So you see this is my Coinbase account. Right here it says Bitcoin is at 5,500. It goes up and down. We'll talk about that. But if you want to buy some, you click on that buy button. You see it says Bitcoin right there. So I want to click on Bitcoin. I got it connected to one of my bank accounts. So I'm going to put in the amount I want to buy. So for this example, we're going to say we want $30. This is just a quick example. See that button right there? It says buy Bitcoin at $30. You see right here it says you are buying. So even though Bitcoin, you see it's at $5,500, you don't need $5,500 to buy it. You can actually, let me make sure y'all can see this. You don't actually need $5,500 to buy it. You can buy a percentage of it. So as you see right here, I bought, this is $30. It's going to give us 0.50 in Bitcoin. Okay, well, I'm sorry, 0.0050. So we're going to click on the buy button, and it's going to confirm and say, are you sure you want to buy? I'm going to say confirm. Purchase was successful. So just like that, I just purchased some Bitcoin in just in under 60 seconds. And so you'll see this price go up and down. Now, let's say, for instance, if I want to, and I'm going to explain all of this. I just want to show y'all first before I explain the details. So if I want to actually sell my Bitcoin, let's say I'm ready to sell. What I would do is we would go back to that buy sell button right there. And then you can sell Bitcoin, and you would literally, how do you do it? You would sell, and then you would enter the amount that you want to sell. And then, and I don't want to sell anything, so I'm not going to go through it. But just know through the same app, you can be able to, you would click on the sale button right here. You see that? And it says BTC wallet. So right here in this wallet, you see I got 0.4 Bitcoin. So that's $2,600 in this particular wallet. And I can deposit it into my US wallet. And so, you know, it's just that simple, y'all. I don't want to sell any Bitcoin, and I'm encouraging other people not to sell it. What I love about this app, you can also get Ethereum. You can get Litecoin too. And you say, ooh, $63. Yeah. And so you see that the price goes up and down every single day, guys. So I'm going to put a link up right quick. I'm going to actually add a link so that you guys can be able to use this exact site that I'm using right now. But I want to talk with you really quick. So also, let me show y'all this too. This is CoinMarketCap. If you're not familiar with it, Coin Market Cap, this is where you can check the prices of Bitcoin every single day. All right, so you see right now Bitcoin is at 55.31. You see that price is going to keep going up and down. See, it's changing. Remember, Bitcoin was only at 1 cent when it first came out. Actually, it was less than a penny. So that means 7 years ago, if you would have bought $100 worth of Bitcoin, that means you would have over $1 million right now. Yes, correct. You would have over $1 million. Let me show y'all some math real quick. Let me show you some math. Okay, so let's do the math. Okay, so if you would have had, hold on, I want to make sure my video is in the background. Okay. All right, we're going to let that play in the background while we do some math really quick, guys. So we're going to look at this math. Let's say if you had, and if y'all can hear me, I want to make sure everybody can hear me too. Click like the number 1 on the screen. I want to make sure everybody can hear me good. Just want to make sure y'all tuned in as we move the video along. Please hit the number 1 or something so that y'all can hear me good. The video and everything is good. All right, so I want to do a quick example. So Bitcoin, remember we were just on this site here where we saw Bitcoin, the price. And if you don't believe me, you'll come here and you'll come. Thank you, Antoinette, for that hitting that 1. Thank y'all. Okay, I see y'all. So if you come to coinmarket.com, and I'm going to put all of these links in here for y'all to be able to check this out. So if you come to this site, this will give you an idea of the Bitcoin prices as it goes up and down every single day. So right now, it was just at like almost $6,000 or at $6,000 a few days ago. But if we go back in history, we'll go back in here. We'll see at the beginning of the summer, we'll see in March 2017, Bitcoin was at $1,222. So in March, that's not even what's that? April, May, June, July, August, September. So okay, actually it went down. So we'll say it was at in April, May. It was at, do you see that? In May, from April to May, it went from $1,200 to $2,200, and now in October we're at almost $6,000. So have you seen how fast this thing is growing? But I want you to imagine this, because this is what's really important. Bitcoin, when it first started, it was at about $1, right? So I want to show y'all some math. I mean, it was at about a penny. So let's say, for instance, in 2017, if you would have got Bitcoin when it was only 1 penny, you had $200. So you get 200 and you divide that by 0.01. Right? That means you would have had 20,000 Bitcoins. That's for $200. $200, right? So if we take that same 20,000 Bitcoin and you held on to it today, 7 years later, and we multiply times, what's the price? We'll say 5,500. We'll say. We'll just make the numbers even. That means, oh my God, look at that number. That is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's 100. Is that like $110 million? Am I reading this right? So now you see, if you had a $200 investment, $200, and just held on to the Bitcoin, today it would be worth $110 million. Okay, I hope y'all are really beginning to see. If I didn't get your attention, I hope that I have your attention now, because this is what's important for people to know. A lot of people are really skeptical. There's 2 types of people. There's some people that don't know nothing about it. And then there's the type of person that's just very skeptical. They're like, I'm going to wait to see what happens. I'm going to wait till next year. I'll wait till next year. But here's the thing. The more that you wait, now I want to give you another example. The more that you wait, the less potential money that you can also get. I want to give you an example. So let's say, for instance, when Bitcoin was a penny, remember you invested $200, it would be worth $110 million. So let's look at another example. Let's say, for instance, if you said, let me wait a little bit, and you would have waited, let's say, a month, 2 months to do some research, and then Bitcoin went up to 10 cents. We'll look at the same exact number, same year. You got $200 divided by, and you bought it when it was at 10 cents. That's how I'm getting that number. So you bought it at 10 cents, same $200. So that's your same 2,000 coins. You get those 2,000 coins. All right, well, that's less. And then you multiply that times 5,500. Okay, you know what we'll do. I'm sorry. Let me do this over. So I'm going to get 2,000 times, y'all, hold on, bear with me. Okay, 2,000 times Okay, clear, won't you? There it goes. Now it's cleared out. Okay, technology for you. All right, so if you get 2,000 coins times the 5,500 is worth today. That's how much it's worth. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's $11 million, guys. That's 11 million. So if you would have got it at 10 cents, it was 11 million then, guys. I want you to see the difference between that. We're talking about it was, if you would have got it a month earlier, you would have had a difference between 110 million versus just 11 million. That's a big difference. Do you see how 110 million versus 11 million is a huge difference when it comes to if you were just waiting for 30 days trying to determine if you were going to get it or not, because it was the same $200 investment. I want you guys to understand that. So the same people that are, that are looking at Bitcoin today and they're saying, you know what, I'm going to wait till it goes up to 6,000. They say, I wish I would have gotten involved. And I know y'all can see my screen. Some people say, you know what, I'm going to wait till it gets up to 10,000. Then it's going to be, oh, it's too expensive. Look, you want to get it while it's as cheap as possible. Okay, you want to get it while it is low cost as possible, guys. I'm going to put up the links where y'all can take advantage of that. But I want to talk with you really quick about what Bitcoin is all about, and I want to clear up some misconceptions because I get a lot of questions about Bitcoin. And first, I want to tell you this. Let me tell you my story a little bit. So when I first got involved with Bitcoin, it was about April of this year is when I originally got involved. And when I got involved with Bitcoin, I had heard about it like once or twice before. Let me pull this coin market cap up one more time. I want y'all to be able to see this market cap. Okay. So originally when I heard about it, I didn't know much of I heard about it in 2011. And I didn't do anything with it because what I thought was digital currency. I'm thinking it's just a way to buy stuff over the internet. I literally thought you got some cash and like, why do I need Bitcoin? I didn't realize it was an asset. I didn't realize that it would go up in value. I didn't understand that. If I knew that, I would have had it then in 2011 when it was only at about $100 per coin. And then I probably, wouldn't have been on, I probably wouldn't even be on this having this conversation with you guys right now. But I decided to get involved this year, 2017. A friend of mine, he got involved with it, and he pulled me to the side, and he just, I saw what he was doing with it, and I said, you know what, I might as well get in while it's about 1,500. No, it was 1,100 when I got involved. So I got involved when it was at 1,100, and once I actually got it at 1,100, it immediately skyrocketed. Okay, it skyrocketed, it went up. So that was a good investment. Now my only regret is I wish I would have gotten more. I really wish I would have had gotten more, guys. And but it's not too late. And I want you guys to have an understanding of Bitcoin, what it is, what it isn't. And so now I teach a class about Bitcoin because I've been really, really active. Most people, when they finally learn about it, it becomes somewhat contagious. Like you get addicted to it because it's such an amazing technology. So one thing I want you to understand before we even get into money, I think it's understanding. Before we talk about Bitcoin, let's talk about cash a little bit, period. And what is cash, the history of cash. And then let's talk about kind of the future of cash and where it's going. And then we'll get into some specifics of Bitcoin. And I'm here to answer whatever question you guys have too, so that I'm looking at the feed so that I can answer those questions. But, okay. So when it comes to the history of cash, when we think about cash, okay, so cash is a very powerful thing. Cash is us being able to exchange value with each other, person to person, right? I got $1, I want to give it to you, I'm exchanging value directly with you. The problem though with cash is that it's beginning to disappear, meaning it's becoming inflated because of it's a fiat currency. So eventually cash will be damn near wiped out. It's slowly phasing out. It's been phasing out. $1 million today is not going to be worth the same amount of money tomorrow. Okay, ask people who had millions of dollars years ago. You could buy so much more, but the cost of living is going up. So what's also happening is that there's more digital payment systems that are being created. We're using technologies. Think about the amount of people that you see that that you're able to pay all of your bills online, right? You're able to use the PayPals, or you're able to use your Visa cards, right? You're able to go to a GoFundMe page if somebody wants to do a fundraiser. Most people are already making some form of electronic payments. Now, here's one challenge I want you to consider is we have to be aware that the more we're using the internet as it exists, just like the platform that we're on right now, Facebook, these platforms are very highly surveillanced, and our payments are also highly surveillance. So there are middlemen that are involved when we're using when we're exchanging money. When it's not cash, there's a middleman. I want you to tell me one way where you can exchange money with someone and there's no middleman involved. There's no corporate influence involved in that negotiation. And there are none outside of you just using regular cash, right? And so what happens is now you got to think about how this is also affecting our freedom now, but also our freedom in the future. I want you to really think about this. Imagine if you're donating some money to a certain politician or a certain cause. Is someone doing a cause and they're standing up for their community. And imagine now you have government entities or other people who are surveilling your transactions, who now can see where you're spending your money. And now they can, if they wanted to, they can truly be able to, if they want to, they can be able to freeze your money. They can be able to interfere with your life in many different ways because they're interfering with that conversation there, because you got that middleman that's there. So what Bitcoin is allowing us to do, not just Bitcoin, but just digital currencies, the new wave, it's really more about freedom. It's not just about money, but it's more about freedom and liberty. And liberty, we're going to express it through money. So I'm going to talk a lot about money today in this video, in this short video, but I want you to keep in mind this is more than just money. This is truly about freedom of having your own privacy, freedom to be able to leave and the country and do what you want to do, going back and forth without having your rights violated, freedom to be able to send money across the globe, okay, to a friend, family member, or whoever you want to, the same day, instantaneously, with almost minimum fees, okay? So Bitcoin is the way that we can do that. And I just showed you at the beginning of this video how easy it is to actually acquire some Bitcoin. And I'm going to put a link up in that app again, so that and the link in the description, so that you guys can click on my link. And if you click on that link, what will happen is the first $100 in Bitcoin you'll be able to get at least $10 worth of Bitcoin when you get exchange for your first $100. So that's a great thing. That's a really great thing. But I want y'all to just keep in mind as we're moving forward, is that just keep in mind thinking about the future and how technology is changing and is taking over everything. The only thing that hasn't been taken over completely is money, and now the money is being taken over. So with Bitcoin specifically, let's talk about that. Let's talk some details. Okay. So I want to answer some questions that people have, and we're going to get into that. Now, a lot of people ask me questions like, is Bitcoin like stock? That's one question I got. And no, Bitcoin, and I put some of these answers up here so y'all can be able to read them, because I've typed some of this stuff out. But no, Bitcoin is definitely more like digital gold, because there is no company that owns Bitcoin. There is no government agency that is like really in control of it, or that can stop it, or that can block your payments from being processed. The only way they can do that is if they shut down the internet completely. Okay, so it's like I said, it's not like a traditional stock at all, because there's no company that owns it. It's decentralized and it's neutral. Okay, so that means it's literally no middleman involved. If I want to send you some money, I send it directly to you. In many cases, you do not even need a bank. You don't need a social security number. And it's global, because you could be next to me, or you can go across the world and to another country, and I send the money directly to you. Okay, so Bitcoin, this is like the digital gold of the future. I want you to keep in mind that it's limited. it's a limited amount. They're only going to be printing up about 21 million coins, which shows the value of it because it's scarce, it's limited. Now, with some of the technical details, I'm going to suggest that y'all go to my online class, because in my online class, y'all can be able to get a lot of breakdown on some of the things that I'm talking about right now. And so what I'm going to do is actually post that to the group right now. I'm going to post that on Facebook to my page. Okay. Are there any other questions? I guess I'm going to answer some more questions in a second, but are there any other questions in the meantime while I'm posting this online? And feel free, if you want to give me a call and call in with a question, you can. You can call in at 773-263-2584. That's the call-in number. All right, so right here, I'm putting up some links. I just put some links in the description. I put it in the feed. So if you want to see my online course, that's there. Also, if you want to sign up, or not want to, you need to, I would highly encourage you to do so. To get with, that's the coin market cap. Let's also do this Coinbase. Okay, this is the last link, guys, I'm going to post up. Okay. So any questions before I begin to proceed? Okay, cool. All right, so let's get back into it. I want to get to some of the other questions that people have been asking me. All right, so here's some of the questions. So people ask about, like, why should you, where does Bitcoin come from? How can you be able to acquire it? I know that's another question that I get a lot. And, in terms of where it comes from, so Bitcoins are made through a system of what's called Bitcoin mining. It's basically a computer algorithm, okay? And so the people, they get their computer energy and they solve these mathematical equations. It's like special equipment you have to have. And when you do that, it's like it takes about 1,000 hours to be able to create a new Bitcoin. Now, what happens is each one of these things, they're encrypted. It's like a special algorithm and formula, so it cannot be copied, counterfeited. It cannot be copied. Okay. Only thing it can do, it can be shared and sent. So once I send it to you, you have it. I no longer have it anymore. There's also a limited amount of it, and what I mean by that is only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist. So because it's scarce, and it can't be duplicated and copied. That's what makes it so valuable, and it keeps going up in value because more people are investing their money in it around the globe, which is why it was literally about 3 days ago, it was at about $4,300, and then today it's at $5,500. So you see how the price just changed that swiftly. It says, also asking, like, where can you be able to purchase Bitcoin? That's another question people ask. It's a couple places. So you can purchase Bitcoin. You can acquire it if you're through the link that I sent, which is the Coinbase, that website, which is the one that I just showed y'all at the beginning, how to be able to acquire Bitcoin. You can be able to get it here through Coinbase. I just put that link up there. Also, there's other places you can acquire Bitcoin. Like you can acquire it. I'll set up a link of different locations and places, but you can acquire Bitcoin at different websites like Local Bitcoin. You can actually get it from an individual as well. So there's individual people, like you may have a friend that you can share Bitcoin with each other directly through your phone. You just give them your Bitcoin address, your Bitcoin wallet, boop, and let me show y'all how that wallet looks. So if we come into this account, okay, and so when you come here, when you set up your Coinbase account, you're going to get an automatic wallet, and they're going to give you, I'm not going to pull mine up, but they're going to give you like an actual address where your Bitcoin wallet is, and you're able to, from there, you're able to like just have somebody send money there, and then the money comes straight to you. So you can have money, if you're a business person, somebody could pay you in Bitcoin. If you're a customer, guess what? You can buy stuff in Bitcoin. In fact, let me show you something that's really interesting. JB, All right, because I really was into gold for quite a while. And I want to show y'all something, because if you're into gold and silver, this was interesting to me when I came to this site. Okay, I came here, so I wanted to buy some gold. So let's say we're going to get some gold, right? Let's get this nice, oh, this is $1,000 piece right here. So we're going to add this to the cart and say we want to check out. We want to pay for this gold. It's about $1,400. Oh, let's look at that. You can use PayPal, credit or debit. Oh, or you can use Bitcoin. Wow. So people are accepting Bitcoin to buy gold. That says a lot. If you can buy, you can exchange Bitcoin. If the gold man is accepting Bitcoin for the gold, that lets you know a lot about how valuable it is to get Bitcoin right now, guys. So I'm going to take a quick second to, I want to put my thing on the charger. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. I had to make sure my computer was on the charger. Okay, let's turn that down. So, all right, so I'm going to be ending the video soon because I have to take care of some business. But I need to know if y'all got any questions. I need to know what your questions are now. I'm here to help. Get me while you can, because I'm here to help you guys. Also, if you all want to just kind of get in tune with the classes and stuff we got going on with Bitcoin, you can go to the businessbootcamp.us, and then you'll be able to find those classes, our Bitcoin classes right here. You scroll down, you see it says cryptocurrency. And even though this is a $29 class, y'all, this is dope because we got so much information. But there's free stuff on here too. So like if you just come here and you do like the preview for free, I got a whole library of stuff totally for free that y'all can go to and be able to see.
What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower. You can use them in every country. Your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Several currency exchanges exist where you can buy and sell Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and more. Your Bitcoins are kept in your digital wallet on your computer or mobile device. Sending Bitcoins is as simple as sending an email, and you can purchase anything with Bitcoin. The Bitcoin network is secured by individuals called miners. Miners are rewarded newly generated Bitcoins for verifying transactions. After transactions are verified, they are recorded in a transparent public ledger. Bitcoin opens up a whole new platform for innovation. The software is completely open source and anyone can review the code. Bitcoin is changing finance the same way the web changed publishing. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish. Bitcoins are a great way for businesses to minimize transaction fees. It doesn't cost anything to start accepting them, and it's easy to set up. There are no chargebacks, and you'll get additional business from the Bitcoin economy. For more information about Bitcoin...
All right, so if you go to, again, our class, there's so many videos we have that's breaking down just general Bitcoin information. A lot of this information, some of it is on YouTube, but we've kind of gathered some of the top information and kind of put it all together for you guys. Some Bitcoin documentaries on here. Some of the expert people are being interviewed. You got some people who've made hundreds of millions of dollars that are on here that are talking, people that are living off of Bitcoin every day. So that you can find that on the website. Again, you can go to the businessbootcamp.us to find that. Okay, but I want to get back to a few details as we begin to conclude this as I begin to run. And that is, all right, so I want you to, the best experience, so first of all, I'm not a like investment specialist, so I'm not like licensed to do that, so I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do with your money, but I'm just telling you what I've seen, what's working, and what I've just sharing personal stories with you guys, And I'm going to encourage that if you want to get involved with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, start with something small. Start with like something you can definitely afford to lose, like $50, $100. And you can get you that Coinbase account, get you $50 or $100 worth. And then that way, once you make your first transaction, you see how easy it is. And then just hold on to that a little bit and just see. And that way, the best learning is experience. And from there, you can be able to transfer your Bitcoin. You can share it, send it to family members. It's money itself, so you can pay for things if you want to. You can buy stuff. You can buy things online with your Bitcoin. But I'm suggesting people to hold on to it because it's been going up in value, increasing. Y'all see it was at a penny. People have made hundreds of millions of dollars by just having it. And here's the big picture I want you guys to keep in mind. I'm not necessarily a Bitcoin fanatic. But I'm a big believer that people want freedom. And Bitcoin is what's allowing people to have freedom. And cryptocurrency, that space is giving people freedom. People want freedom where they're not constantly being surveyed by the government, where all of their moves are not constantly people don't want their money frozen in their accounts. People want the ability to be able to live their lives without everything being under the scope of, quote on Big Brother. So, cryptocurrency is a great space that is allowing people to do that. And I want you to also keep this in mind. Bitcoin itself it was the beginning. And there's over 1,000 other coins that exist right now. For those who don't know, and there's called altcoins. These are alternative coins, and coins like Ether, Ripple. Like Ether works on smart contracts. This is a company that people like Bill Gates have invested a lot of money into. Then you got Ripple. Ripple is now some of these other coins are owned by companies. Bitcoin is not a company, but these other coins, many of them are owned by companies because people have taken the software and tried to make their own variations and use the technology for different ways. So then you have like Ripple. Ripple works with the banks. So they're allowing people to exchange money with banks. You see Ripple is only at about 25 cents today. So you can get one Ripple coin at 25 cents. Of course, you're going to look at these other things as well about how many are being supplied. Right now there's 38 billion. So I don't like that because there's too many of them. But you got Litecoin, which is another great one. If you want to keep it simple and say, Jackson, which ones would you say are really good ones? I would say ones that are stable. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. Those three are very, very, they've proven to be stable in my opinion. But you do your own research and you can go to this website and look at the history and follow what it's doing every single day. But I want you to just overall keep in mind that this is not just about money. This is truly about the whole cryptocurrency space. All right. And in order to get any of these other coins, as of now, look, there's hundreds of them. You can keep on going down this list. There's weed coins that are on here. For people that's involved, that want to get marijuana. Like, there's so many different coins. There's coins that are revolved around video games. There's poker, sports, gambling, all sorts of different communities are, and all of these coins, they have different social media pages too. So you can also be able to look at their social media pages. That's what I like to do. I go on their social media. Like for example, this is a website right here, STEM. STEM is actually a site where you can get, it's like Facebook, but you get paid for posting content. Okay, so right now STEM is at $1.03. Let me show y'all STEM real quick. STE, STEMit. So if you go to their website, STEMit.com, and you'll see people are putting up posts here. So somebody will put up a post, and then you see that people are getting paid for their posts. This person got $250, $187. All they're posting is about randomness. So, like this person, like we click on this, okay? And this is just a random something that they posted. Now, I don't know if it's not going to allow me to see everything because I'm not signed in, but but the community is paying them for posting content. There's no reason why people should say that they can't get any money when you can get paid for free for posting stuff to your social media page. Okay, that's all this person did. They're posting to this, and look, the community is paying people. The community is saying, I thank you for this post, I'm going to give you a penny. I'll give you 8 cents. I'll give you nothing. You know what I mean? So I'll give you 7 cents. So, but this is a whole nother level of stuff that's going on. Now this is Stemit, okay? That's a website. But if you look on this, you know, this will tell you Stemit is valued at $1.03 right now. So a lot of people aren't even in tune of what's going on with all of these companies and how major this really is. So I got to get ready to run, guys. But just keep in mind, look, this cryptocurrency space, in order to get any of these other coins, usually you have to get Bitcoin first, because the way that it is set up now, you have to exchange Bitcoin for these other coins. In many cases, not all cases, but in many cases, if you want Ripple, in order to get Ripple, many times you have to be able to exchange Ripple for Bitcoin through websites like this. It's called Shapeshift. Shapeshift.io. So when you go to websites like this, which is Shapeshift, this is cryptocurrency exchanges, and all of this I have in the school, by the way. Okay, so when you go to sites like this, it'll show you. It says, you got Bitcoin, and what else do you want? You want to get some Ether, so you can trade your Bitcoin for Ether, or you can trade Potcoin for Ether, right? And so all of these different coins and stuff are available. And my whole point of bringing y'all here is just to show you that many times, if you want these other coins, you have to get Bitcoin first, which is one of the reasons why Bitcoin is going up in value so much, is because the entire market is going up, meaning the market of cryptocurrency. So because people want to get involved with all of these other things, it's making Bitcoin go up too. This is why you want to get you some Bitcoin and just hold on to it long term. Now, the price will go up and down. This is true. But even though the price goes up and down, the reality is it goes up more than it goes down. And I don't, you know, so yes, is it a risk? It is a risk. I don't want to sit up and say like it's a sweet, because yes, you could potentially lose all of your money, definitely. So that's why I'm saying get involved with something you can afford to lose first. But personally, I don't see it imploding anytime soon. It hasn't imploded. I can show you videos and stuff in the school about how Bitcoin has died literally over 20 times and just came back. There's so many times people saying, oh, it's a bubble, it's bursting, it's over, and then it comes right back, you know, and it might be at $2,000. And I want to talk about that too. I remember at one point Bitcoin in like 2012, 13, Bitcoin was at about $1,400. And then all of a sudden, it was this news saying that Bitcoin was hacked into. It's called Mt. Gox. And I want to tell y'all what happened with that. And with Mt. Gox, I'm just looking on Wikipedia right now. So with Mt. Gox, that was really a situation where the story of what happened with that was it was the Bitcoin exchange that was in Japan. And most people, if you wanted to buy Bitcoin, you had to buy it from that one location, and you had the option to let them hold your Bitcoin. So you was using their wallet. So what happened is somebody hacked into their servers, and they were stealing Bitcoin from them. And so that was the hack that would happen. And a lot of people got nervous and said, I don't know if I want to get Bitcoin. But Bitcoin itself was not hacked. It was just that institution. So this is why it's important too to not have all of your money in one place. Instead of, it's like if people are going to rob and people are going to steal, it's easier for a thief to go to steal at the bank, because it's a lot of money at the bank, versus them searching individual people, because they might have to hit up 100 people, or they can just hit up the bank and get 100 people's money. And so that's what happened with Mt. Gox. That's the only time there was a really large quote unquote like Bitcoin theft. But even that, it wasn't Bitcoin itself. This technology is encrypted. It has never been duplicated. So there's many ways you can protect yourself. And in other videos, I'm going to talk more about like Bitcoin wallets and how you can begin to because you don't have to keep the money online. You can have it in a server if you want to. You can have, not a server, I'm tripping. You can have the money. I just want to pull my video back up one last time. So yeah, you can have your Bitcoin in an offline wallet. So it doesn't even have to be on a computer. You can have it on your phone saved. You can have it on a device called a Trezor. It's like a little small little chip, almost like a hard drive, so to speak. So that way you can take the money and put it in your pocket and walk around and then plug that up back to your phone and then transfer money on your phone and then whoop whoop and you're out, you're in and out. So there's so many different things to it, and the space is evolving. So my whole point on what I want y'all to understand is you want to get you some Bitcoin as soon as possible, because this is the future. You want to hold on to it when you have it. And I want you to also understand why you're holding on to it and you have it. Just understand that you're not going to know everything. This is like the internet. And when the internet first came out, like when the internet was out in 1999, many people, if you were to ask them what was the internet, most people didn't really know. They would have said it was just email. But over time, the internet evolves to so many different things. And Bitcoin is a whole new technology. It's like a new version of the internet. So this technology is more than just money. Money is just the first way it's being used. And it's a great way for you to capitalize on it. But you're going to see over time, Bitcoin is much more than just money. So, and I know this because I've been really studying this space. I teach on this space. I've been really looking and seeing what these companies are doing. And this thing is powerful. There are places like China, country of China, banned Bitcoin exchanges last month. They banned it. They said they didn't want any ICOs or exchanges of Bitcoin. So you would think that China, if they ban it, it would really affect Bitcoin. Let me tell you something. Bitcoin went down for about a week. It was at 4,600, went down to like 4,100. And then after that week, it bounced right up. And now it's at almost $6,000. So I just want you guys to understand that this is a global thing. So it's not just like one country can stop it. So this thing is bigger than the U.S. Even if no one in the U.S. even touches this, it's still going to blow up and explode because it just can't be stopped. It's like the internet. So, and it's global. So just keep that in mind. And if y'all want to learn more, if y'all want to see me do another online free class like this, I need for y'all to let me know. Because if not, I'm just going to be sending people to the school and just get all of the details and stuff. And yeah, we just go from there. But again, if you want to get into contact with the school, go to businessbootcamp.us. I'm going to put that in the link in the description. If you want to set up your Coinbase account, which you should be doing that today, that way you can get your Bitcoin. If I showed y'all at the beginning of this video exactly how easy it was. I just purchased $30 worth of Bitcoin. It took less than 60 seconds to do it. So if you want to get involved with this or any other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or Litecoin, if you want to get involved with these things, let me know. Send a link. I'm going to put the link in the description so that you can set up your Coinbase account as well. And remember, when you do it with the link I send, they're going to give you free $10 worth of Bitcoin once you exchange your first $100. So there's programs as well where we show people how to flip their Bitcoins, their daily flips, how to flip their Bitcoin. So again, but that's something else. I don't want to get into all of that and be confusing people because I know I'm saying a lot of information and this is probably new to a lot of people. But I definitely want to encourage everyone to get involved. Start you up a Coinbase account immediately through that link. And put your first $50. In fact, start with, if you don't have $50, do $20. Do $20 worth. And then you'll just watch that $20 grow. And then if you want to, it's like digital gold. Like every month, put a little bit more in there. Look up it almost like a bank account, Because keep in mind, at any point in time, you can sell your Bitcoin. Remember, like I was saying before, click on this button here. You can be able to buy Bitcoin. Or you can click on this button and you can then sell your Bitcoin and you can get your money the same day. So it's not really a loss here. It's not, in my opinion. Is there a potential loss? Yeah. I'm saying that, because I want people to be aware. But man, if you look at the history of Bitcoin, not really. Because again, we look at the history, we go here to coinmarketcap.com. We look at these prices. This thing has been exploding since day one. Y'all. So I'm going to end this video because I really got to run. I got to get downtown. But I appreciate y'all for checking out the video. Again, subscribe to my videos and let's just stay with a positive mindset, y'all. Let's think big. Let's trust yourself. Just know God got your back, whatever you're doing, okay? If you got faith, it's hard for you to fail because you're going to always land on your feet when God got your back. Remember that. Let's build a team. Teamwork make the dream work. For those of you that want to invest together, meaning y'all want to get some Bitcoin together, Let's do that. Hit me up. I know some people that are already contacted me. I'm gonna, let's reach out. Let's build together. And here's the deal: you can do it on your own. We don't need to be a group. The reason why I think it'd be good to do a group, why I would encourage y'all to do it as a group, is because it's going to create more of a better synergy. One, as a community, we need to get in the mindset of investing together anyway, whether it be real estate, gold, Bitcoin, or whatever. But two, it's going to help create more accountability. Because what happens is that, let's say you get you some Bitcoin today, you buy it at, let's say you buy it at $1,000, you get $1,000 worth, and then you see your price was to go up, and it's like $2,000-$3,000. Some people would immediately cash out and not wait. Versus if you were with a group, you will wait because the group will make you wait. And now, you waited, and now you're $1,000 instead of you cashing out at $3,000. You probably now y'all can cash out at $15,000 or whatever that number may be. It may be 1,100. I don't know. But it's just more accountability that is there, y'all. So let's get in a group mindset. And let's help each other. So remember, when we come together, we're making progress. But when we work together, we're creating success, guys. So I look forward to working with y'all and we helping each other more and more. Again, hit me up and we'll go from there. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.